Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We come to the end of our series on the topic. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We come to the end of our series on the topic of bread. This is 10 Major Minutes, and I'm Major Jonathan Kelman, leader of the Salvation Army here in Belize, located in the heart of Central America. And this week we have been looking at the topic of bread in different aspects, and we're going to look at that now in a brief moment. But during this time of COVID, as we look on the effects of this pandemic, we look also for some positivity. And here we are now with 10 major minutes. Let's look into our final series on bread. So, I'm looking at 1 Kings chapter 19. And 1 Kings chapter 19 verse 1 says, Now Ahab told Jezebel everything Elijah had done. In 1 Kings chapter 18, Elijah had been on Mount Carmel and said, Tuesday, which you will serve, and he killed all the prophets, all the false prophets, 400 of them he killed. Now Jezebel, who was over these false prophets, said, listen, man, she sent a death threat to Elijah. He said, may the gods deal with me, be ever so severely, if by this time tomorrow I do not make your life like that of one of them. Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. When he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there, while he himself went on a day's journey into the wilderness. He came to a broom bush, sat down under it, and prayed that he might die. I have had enough, Lord, he said. Take my life. I am no better than my ancestors. Then he lay down under the bush and fell asleep. All at once, an angel touched him and said, Get up and eat. Verse 6, he looked around, and there by his head was some bread baked over hot coals and a jar of water. He ate and drank and then lay down again. The angel of the Lord came back a second time and touched him and said, Get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you. So he got up and ate and drank. Strengthened by that food, he traveled 40 days and 40 nights until he reached Horeb, the mountain of God. There he went into a cave and spent the night. Boy, this man was sleeping a lot. First, he went to sleep. He got up, he ate some bread and a jar of water. Ate and drank and lay down again. Then the angel came back the second time. He got up and ate and drank and then traveled for 40 days and then went into a cave and spent the night. What are we talking about when we think about bread in this passage? Well, bread reminds me in this story not only of God's provision, but peace. You could be under pressure and you can go to sleep. That's when you have peace. The peace that God gives. When you are at peace, a storm could be passing by and you will not be disturbed. I sleep like that sometimes. I can sleep through a storm, you know. But I would tell you that many times my sleep is disturbed by troubling dreams. But it didn't say anything about that here. Here he was with a death threat. A death threat. But yet, he was awoken by the angel and he found God had sent food for him. And he was not alarmed by the angel. He ate the bread, drank the water, and went back to sleep. Reminds me of the song, when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say or to know, it is well. with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, let this blessed assurance control my thoughts that Christ has regarded my helpless estate and has shed his own blood for my soul. This is how I want to finish out this series on bread. You read this story, and the lady is sending people to assassinate you. And you run into hiding, you wake up, and you have enough composure that you can eat the bread, drink the water, and go back to sleep. Obviously, he was convinced that he was being looked after by God, that he was in the presence of God, he was in the will of God, and he was going to be looked after because of the promises of God, because he was a man of God. Now, you and I, we are people of God, but many times we wonder, where are we going to get this from? Where are we going to get that from? What is going to happen in the situation that lies ahead? And our hearts and minds are filled with worry and concern, and the blood pressure starts to rise. And this story gives us a reminder that God is not sleeping, and that God knows and is watching over us. And although the assassins may be coming, you and I can rest in peace, because God is there for us. This is a calm assurance, and in my grateful moment, I would have to say that I am thankful to God for protecting my life from dangers seen and unseen. What does that mean? I have been in some dangerous situations and God has brought me out. And I am sure that danger was in my way, but God cleared it. That's why I said danger seen and unseen. Because every morning, or well, a lot of times, we say the Lord's Prayer. And what do we say when we say the Lord's Prayer? Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, forgive us of our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And this is the part. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So I believe that God delivers us from evil, and the reason why we don't know it is because He already did it. He cleared the way. He's blocking the assassins that are coming our way. He keeps the vehicle going well when the engine should blow up, or the gas leaking, and the vehicle should catch a fire or something, or he's holding the brakes so that the brakes will hold. He's holding the brakes fluid is gone, but he's making the vehicle stop, and you don't know until you get to a point where you can service the vehicle or discover that the brake fluid is gone, and you ask yourself, well, how did I get here? You got there because God carried you there, right? Our boost, bite-sized boost for the day is the man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. This was said by Hasidic proverb. Hasidic proverb says, the man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. So, my dear friends, it's a challenge for me and you to get some self-confidence. If you have some, well, try to get more. If you're like me, maybe you don't have much, we really have to get it, because it's contagious. And so if you Want to be more self-confident? Hang around some person that you know definitely is positively self-confident, because the man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others, and people will follow you and move with you. So, God is still on the throne, and He will remember His own. And so, this is why Elijah was able to go and lie down, eat the bread, drink the water, and then go to sleep, because he knew that God would make a way for him. And this is our challenge. I know the Lord will make a way for me if I live a holy life, shun the wrong, and do the right. I know the Lord will make a way for me. And what He has done for others, He will do for you. It's no secret what God can do. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you and He'll pardon me. It's no secret. It's all over the Bible. It's no secret what God can do. Blessings.